Well, I started with the repertoire with just the cello part by myself and listening to the recordings, and then we got into the first couple of rehearsals. And I feel this way with every single piece that I've ever worked on. It always feels like absolute chaos at first. The beauty of the rehearsal process is eventually it starts to become more orderly, and I start to understand all of the intricacies of this music, which is just absolutely beautiful. And a real hallmark of excellent music, which this is that it just keeps getting better and better the more I know it.
Well, so when we first kind of dove into this piece, it's a sort of familiar tonal language, but definitely some twists in there. It's kind of exciting. This is a piece that I'd never heard before, and I don't think my colleagues had heard this piece either. So it's sort of the closest we're ever going to get to being Indiana Jones, sort of discovering these new works. So it was really fun to dive in and just kind of discover what this piece was about.
Really unknown music, and it's been, of course, the first encounter of the Mexican chamber music for me. The first thing that really struck me is how beautiful and how rich that language is. It reminds me a lot about the language of Rachmaninoff, which is very dense. But yet extremely lyrical, and it's been quite a surprise. I would imagine that music, particularly by Manuel Ponce, would be more infused by his native Mexican influences, but it's actually much more universal, I would say more European. So that was surprising, but also really rewarding.
Both composers, I think, were monster pianists. I've heard some actually bad recording quality of a recording of Ponce playing his Concerto Romantico in Mexico City, and just amazing virtuosity.